Hey, it's Adam with Theros Media, and today we're looking at Skyway mini splits for your Google Ads breakdown. So I'm going to take a look at their advertising, take a look at what their landing pages are, and see how they can double the effectiveness. So this one's going to be a little different than other typical contractors because they are an e-commerce store built on the Shopify e-commerce platform. So first things first, they are running traffic to their homepage for mini splits. Now, air conditioning unit sales, Skyway mini split sales, find air conditioning solution for your home or business. So if someone is looking for mini splits, this might be a decent way to get people in because there's no product specified in their advertising right now. So being on the keyword mini splits, I would typically stay away from that as much as possible for a e-commerce company that's not spending a ton of money on Google Ads, because there's so many more effective ways you can be spending your money on Google instead of bidding on keyword mini splits. Mini splits is a huge keyword. I think it might get 40,000 or so searches a month. Actually, probably more than that, probably 70 or 80. And if you're bidding on every single one of them, it's going to be pretty pricey to do that. So I would stick to more buyer intent keywords like sales, online cost, stuff like that, especially for your advertising. Next is typically you would send something to your catalog page, especially for something that broad. And yeah, if it's something that broad, you would send it to your catalog page or your configurator page, because people don't actually know a lot of times what they're coming in to buy. They don't know the sizes they need. So a lot of times that we would send them to the configurator page, and the configurator would actually link inside Shopify, so you can do something like some quiz software. I forget the one we use in our store. But if you send them to a configurator page, they can configure the actual system they need, and Shopify can recommend that they put that in their cart as well. So that'd be the way we go, especially for broader. This is sending off the page. I wouldn't do that. Okay. You don't want to send them to another website. So build your own configurator. Do it with the quiz software. I have to get the name of the quiz software. I don't actually know off the top of my head. I could get it quickly, but I don't want to log into my back end. So quiz software, most of them will do. Most of them will recommend your products. Build something that would show people, how many rooms are you looking to cool off? What are the size of those rooms? You would do it based on sizing, stuff like that. What style you're looking for? I think Mr. Cool only does wall units, which is a problem for them. But I guess that's okay. It looks like they're doing whole house air handlers too. That's cool. So build a quiz, get people to send them that quiz. Your homepage is never going to be ideal for advertising unless there's a very specific reason why you want to do that. So build a configurator page, send them there instead of sending them to your homepage. Next would be to run a branded search campaign. Maybe your store doesn't get as much traffic as you would like. Maybe it doesn't get that much organic traffic, but still, people are still searching for your brand name, especially since they're buying from you already. So I looked at your Facebook page. Looks like you have a review software on your Facebook, or this is the same one we use actually. So you have a review software, and you push it to it every day. You have traffic on there every day, so I would not, I wouldn't worry about content. I would worry about branding at this point for a branded search term, because if someone is searching for your search term in your area, in any area actually, you should be bidding on it, but you're in Jacksonville, Florida, we're searching from Jacksonville, Florida, and there are people on the top and the bottom bidding on your keywords, so on your search terms. So these are going to lose you traffic, especially Home Depot. People are searching for you. They're going to look at Home Depot as well. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that people are seeing you when they're showing up. You're going to see, a ton of this stuff. Man, you have a lot of work ahead of you, especially since you're in the e-commerce space, because you're competing with both contractors. So they're a contractor. They don't know that you sell mini splits. If we're a contractor, I know the people, because I used to run an e-commerce company that sold mini splits online. We got to about $150K a month in mini split sales. So I know, and I do advertising for contractors, so I know contractors don't realize that they're showing up for search terms that are e-commerce specific. So they probably don't know that as well, and you're competing with people, installers, as well as other e-commerce companies. So the e-commerce companies, the small ones, even the small ones spend a ton of money. The big ones spend a ton of money. So you need to be a lot more savvy. And bidding on your branded search campaign or search term is going to be one of that. Now your Facebook page looks fine. I don't see the products on your Facebook page that you should have. Let's see. Photos, videos, more. Yeah. So what we recommend you do is you can link, if you just take the Facebook app in the Shopify store, link the two together, they'll put your catalog on Facebook. And the reason you want to do that is so you can advertise dynamically to the people who go to your pages on your website. So if I go around your website, I'll click on one of these products. All right. So this product that I clicked on should show up in my newsfeed on Facebook dynamically. So if you install the Facebook app inside Shopify, it'll upload your catalog, and your catalog will advertise. Once you start running it, you can advertise dynamic product ads on Facebook. Will show up on my Facebook. This would be retargeted to me. I like that. So this would be retargeted to me, and I will see this everywhere I go for the next 7 to 30 days, depending on how you do it, unless I buy it. Once I buy it, then they'll stop advertising. So that's one thing you want to do. I don't see your advertising at all on Facebook, which is a huge hole in your advertising strategy. At least do the retargeting. You don't need to spend that much either. I mean, it's crazy how much, like last month, we're not doing any Facebook advertising for one of the companies because we don't have anybody to manage it, and I don't have the time to do it. So what we did was we only set up a retargeting campaign. We're spending about $100 a month retargeting visitors who come to our pages organically and through ads on Google. So we're doing Google Shopping, Google Performance Max, and then we're running Facebook retargeting only. Because for us, it's a specialty product, and we need to educate people on our products before they buy it. So on Facebook, we'd have a different advertising strategy than we would on Google, where people are actually searching for products. All we do is retargeting, spend about $100 a month, and you'd be shocked at the returns we get from Facebook advertising alone. A bad month is 50 times ROI on our advertising on Facebook. A good month might be 150. So you spend $100, get $5,000 back. Spend $100, get $15,000 back. That's easy to do on Facebook targeting. It's a little more difficult now because of iOS 14 update, but still effective. I mean, there are people who still are logged into whatever platform, and then for us, we have first-party data, so we can take those people who went to those specific products, advertise to them directly on Facebook. So it's kind of crazy the return you can get by getting, especially for e-commerce company. I recommend that for all e-commerce companies. I don't care how big you are, how small you are. Get your first-party data. You can install pixels on your website that give you first-party data to the people who are on your page, and it's crazy. It's like 70% of the people who visit your page, your product pages, you'll get their information, their name, email, phone number. I mean, there's tons of things you can do, but the right thing to do is to just advertise to them again. The wrong thing to do is dehash the data, send them emails, all that type of stuff. You don't want to do that. Send them, retargeting on Facebook is going to be helpful to you by a large margin. And I'd be surprised if it wasn't. So, e-commerce is a little different than people who are getting contractors who are getting estimates. It's not that much different because you're selling the same products. You're advertising in basically the same markets. You want to advertise with pretty much the same strategy to get people interested in your product, reach out to you. Kind of the same thing. Anyway, so make sure your ads match. I wouldn't run things to your homepage. I would build pages around your advertising. For you especially, you have to be more creative than contractors do. Usually, for a contractor, you don't have to get that creative. You don't have to have all the tools that e-commerce company has to have. For you, you have to get creative. Have a builder here that recommends different products based on what people are looking for. Then a branded search campaign is going to be important to you. Then a retargeting campaign, dynamic search, dynamic product retargeting on Facebook is going to be super important for you as well. So if you have any questions, let us know. If you have any suggestions on what we missed through this advertising audit, typically I like to look only on the front end because this is what people see, and this is what we can see initially without reaching out to them, getting their ad account, all that type of stuff. So if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below, and we'll talk to you soon.